Good morning. This is Tuesday, August the 16th, 2022. It's about 8:10 in the morning, and I'm ready to leave for the dentist. I've already walked with Bonnie, and the plumber should be coming any time now. Fix our water problem. You can see the difference the yeast made in my new loaf of bread. The loaf of bread in my last vlog was about that high. So you can see the difference. Nothing like having good yeast. I'm here. Time to get my teeth checked and cleaned. There are a few other offices in here. I'm done. That only took a half an hour. I'm in good shape. Well, our plumber is leaving. He got the new faucets put on. I passed these van on the way to the dentist. Tommy came this morning and got the new faucets put in. He had to splice the lines there. Well, we're on our way taking the golf cart to get repaired, and the rope either came loose or broke. Did it break or come loose?
Come loose, looks like.
Oh. We made it. Larry's going to go back to talk to him. We're working on a lot of them. Well, we got it here and got it unloaded, so next time we see it, it should be running next month. We're here at Cracker Barrel. We were going by, so we decided to stop and get lunch. We get one meal and split it. Meatloaf with the hash brown potatoes. Now I got to go shop in the store.
Bye.
Our meal is here. We got biscuits, potatoes and meatloaf. It's gonna be good. I have a weakness for things you can buy at the Cracker Barrel. So while we're in there today, I bought this little nativity set. I'm not going to take it out of the box till Christmas, but I thought it was so cute and it was a reasonable price. So I went ahead and got it. We're making progress. We got the new one moved in and the water line's hooked up, but the drain is too stiff to go down in that drain hole. So we're going to have to cut it a little shorter. We're testing the washer. So far the water's running in and it's not leaking anywhere. And we ended up cutting the drain hose just a little shorter to where it would bend to go down in there. But there's no leaks. The weeds have taken over my flowers, so I'm going to see what I can do about it this morning. They're down in there. The zinnias are all Larry's. They're volunteer. It's 9:30 and I'm stopping so I can go have breakfast. So I got the weeds so Larry can see them now, not mow them. And I got the weeds from around the bird bath. I was lucky I didn't get into any fire ants. I got it from around my little rose. They'll probably come back. There's fire ants over there, but I didn't get in them. And there's a watermelon here. So this looks like a good place to stop and go eat. Larry loaded up the scrap metal and took it to get rid of it. I was busy weeding and didn't think about filming the truckload, but got rid of some junk in that old cook stove. Well, the sweet potatoes are still alive and growing. I hope they're making potatoes down under the ground. So this is our mailbox before, without the brace. This is after with the brace. So that'll make it pretty much quite a bit sturdier. My phlox are looking pretty, nice and bright. I can see the columbine back there that has grown too. It's not blooming this time of year, but it's grown. My rosemary's looking so nice, I think I'll cut some of it. I have Betty, and we're here at the doctor's. or here in Charleston. So this is her heart doctor she's going to go see. Betty's doctor told her that her heart looked really good. It was the best one she'd seen in a long time. And she'd seen people with 40-year-old hearts that weren't near as good as Betty's. It's Friday morning, the 19th, and we're packed ready to head back to North Carolina. Got a lot of unusual stuff in here. This is all full. Lots of food this time. Hope I have room for it all. These are some big cotton fields. They're just blooming now. They'll be making the balls before long. But it's a lot of cotton. It's 9:02 and 75 degrees. The morning is still cloudy. It's supposed to rain today, and the fog's kind of gone up some. And there's a big field of peanuts. We're just leaving Columbia, and it's raining, and there's traffic and construction. We're still on I-26 and the rain hasn't let up hardly any. We're on I-85 now and there's even more traffic. Not quite as bad as Columbia though. Larry's been driving this whole way in the rain.
Go ahead and tell your story.
There's the river. I'm not talking. You have to say.
Yeah, we stopped at Ingalls. It's about halfway to where we're going to use the restroom. And I was holding a marked down bag of bananas while Laura went in the restroom. And then she was going to hold it while I went in the bananas. And then all of a sudden some woman come out and said, "There's a lady locked in the restroom in the stall." And I told that woman, "It must be my wife." But what I really wanted to say was that woman come out and said, "There's an old lady stuck in the stall." She's locked in the stall. I can't. I'm laughing too much. Cut it off.
Well, in my defense, that stall was fine, but when I turned the knob, I heard a click in it, and then it just wouldn't move at all. It just quit. And I guess it's happened before because I had some kind of tool to come get me out right away.
So the old lady happened to be my wife.
It wasn't any old lady, just a lady. We're peeling pears this morning to make pear sauce, but we're gonna quit. And peel the rest of them after they get a little riper, a little softer. I've got a bowl that I peeled, and there's a bowl over there Larry peeled. So here shortly, once we get done with this, we'll go ahead and cook them and do on to the next steps.
That's
got the instructions there in the book.
That's what's left.
This is hard on the hands. These are so hard that
The hard pears, they're not the soft ones.
And
But
it's hard on arthritis for Larry. Just old age for me.
But it makes real good pear sauce. We'd rather have the pear sauce than the applesauce.
Yeah.
Tastes so much better.
We had some bad to cut out, but overall they're pretty good. Just taking out the core. Okay. Cooked the pears in sugar water. It was 2 cups of sugar to 2 quarts of water, I think it was. It was And then after I cooked them, I ran them through the food processor. Now I poured them in the jars, and now I'm going to put them in the canner for a hot water bath. You got to have enough water to cover these by an inch.
That's a lot of work, but I guess it's worth it. They're organic. They had never been, trees has never been sprayed. And the applesauce is pretty good. Laura really likes it.
Well, not apple, pear. Pear sauce.
Scratch that. Pear sauce.
Or you can just repeat what you said.
It's better than applesauce. So I guess we'll be doing this every year from now on.
We didn't know we liked it so much, so we made it last year.
We only had 6 jars last year.
Usually we just ignored the pears or gave them away.
And this year it looks like they're going to have quite a few.
We left and went to South Carolina last week right after they installed the stove, so I never got a chance to show it here in the kitchen. So it's all installed and working. Haven't tried the oven yet, but the range top it's a smooth top. I've never had one of those before. But Tammy has one and Mindy has one, or has had them, and they like them. And they showed me how to take care of it and what to get to clean it. And I got a light for the oven. There's a nice clean oven. And I like the glass is clear so you can see how done it is. A lot of the dark ones you can't tell. I mean, you just can't tell when you look in, but this one you can. And it's got a drawer. And it has a drawer. I put all my baking sheets in there. Won't hurt them to get hot if it gets hot. My cast iron skillet's down there. I probably won't be using it though, but that's it. It's pretty. So far we've cooked on the top and it works. I went ahead and got the insurance for it last night, just in case. This is Thursday, the 25th of August, 2022, and I'm able to use my camera again. I got a new memory card yesterday. My camera quit working on Sunday, and it said, check memory card. So I checked it, checked the camera, checked everything, and so when we went to town yesterday, I got a new one, and it's working again. But there's a couple days I wasn't able to film anything. This is Thursday afternoon and we're getting our daily rain shower. Larry's down playing shuffleboard. It's raining everywhere. This is Saturday morning and it's foggy. We're going into town. Yep, here's the church. This is Sunday, and we weren't able to go to church this morning. The pastor had a positive test for COVID, so there wasn't any service this morning. And then we listened to our South Carolina pastor on Facebook, so we saw that service. And when I didn't have a memory card, I couldn't film too much more about the pears. So here they are. This is our whole crop. I had there's 12 jars here. I canned on the 20th, and there's another 12 that I canned on the 23rd of August. And then these 6, there's 3 full pints and 3 half pints that I canned on yesterday. And we like the half pints because there's not so much, but I ran out of jars and didn't want to buy any more, so I just used the pints I had to finish it up. And we still have to finish the tomatoes. This is just going to be a snippet of the sermon this morning in South Carolina. The music is always pretty, but I can't show it because of copyright laws.
Good morning. Good morning. Take a moment. Y'all don't realize this morning's going to feel a lot like Easter. So I didn't mention, but I kind of look like Easter this morning. And so it's going to feel a lot like Easter, but that's all right because we're talking about the resurrection.
I came out for a Sunday afternoon walk Larry walked a shuffleboard, so he didn't come with me. This is a little longer one. That's the Linville River's on down there. And houses along here. The river's on over a little further. I could see it up the other way, just glimpses of it. Some more big houses. This is a pretty place, though. This is a pretty area right in here. Lots of mowed grass and fields. It's private property. It doesn't belong to Land Harbor. I've made my way back to the golf house. I guess there's probably a few people out there playing. It's a pretty day. Golf course looks really green. There's our cluster mailboxes where we come to get our mail. And they got the flowers are starting to grow pretty. I'm back. That took about an hour or less than an hour. Probably a half hour, 45 minutes. The sun was out, but it seems to have gone behind a cloud. There's Larry in the kitchen.
Feel passionate about another person. We could become somebody we're not.
We're back here at our garden plot. This is Tuesday. And seeds we have planted haven't come up yet. There might be a few starting to. I don't know if it's plants or weeds. And the potatoes are doing all right. And we're still getting squash and green peppers. The squash plants start here and they just go all the way out to the end. Now he's looking for asparagus. Well, the spaghetti sauce is done. We didn't have as much as I'd hoped for, but some of the tomatoes got bad before we could process them. So this is what we have. What's 3 more pints than we had before. We're done with making pear sauce, we're done with making spaghetti sauce, and got more time on my hands now. This is Friday the 31st of August, and I'm fixing beef short ribs for lunch. I got my spices on there. I just have to cover it now and put it in the oven. Well, I got it covered with foil, and now I got to do is put it in the oven for 2.5 hours at 300 degrees. Spices, I've got oregano and paprika and salt and pepper, garlic powder. Didn't have any onion powder. It's been a while since I filmed the inside of my camper, so I thought I'd do that for my new subscribers, see where we live in the summertime. So, this is the dining room, and there's a buffet. Then down below, I have all my canned goods stored. Got a little bookcase over there. And we have a futon for a couch. I sit there a lot. And there he has a recliner. And just got a coffee table, an old one for all of our stuff. And here's the kitchen. Oh, we have a TV up above the microwave, a small one. There's my new stove. And the kitchen sink. I think the secret of living in a small space is to keep everything, have a place for everything, and try to keep it there. Got lots of cabinets. And I got a full-size refrigerator. And I keep bread and chips and stuff on top. And a place for hats and things and paper towels, saran wrap, tin foil. And the furnace is behind these doors. Electric furnace, and I got storage up above. And here's closets here in the hall. Here's the bathroom. We had it enlarged a few years back, several years back, so we could have a washer and dryer and a shower. So we got a door that goes outside. That was so we could get the washer and dryer into this room because the hall was so little. And this is our shower. It's full size. We like having that. The other one was just a little tub that you had to climb into. It was up high. And then just another little storage and other necessities. And the sink and cabinet came from Lowe's. So, oh, and we still have the little vent that opens up and the fan in there. Plus we've got, this light has a fan and heater in it too, so we've got plenty of fresh air to come in. The only room left is the bedroom. So, got a bed. Those little cardboard dressers have been here since I bought the camper. I think since about 1979. No, that's not when I bought it in 2001. But, and that used to be a window, and now it's a bookcase since we built the bathroom. And I have a circuit breaker box behind this picture. And I like the lace curtains I have because when the sun comes in the morning, it puts a real pretty pattern on the wall. I bought this antique washstand here at Land Harbor. So it has more storage. And then we got Larry's closet and my closet. And then we just got a desk there. And place for laundry. Here's a door that goes outside the back door, another door. I got a mirror. And we brought up all of our potatoes and onions, so that's what they're just sitting here on the floor because you can't have them outside. Above the washstand, we've got another TV, so we can lay here in bed and watch TV if we want to. So that makes it nice, and we got the one in the living room in here, so Larry can watch his shows and I can watch mine. And that's it. That's the camper. Our home away from home that we love to come to. It's about 10:15 here this morning, and the temperature on the porch is 64. And I started scraping paint on the porch floor yesterday. That's just it to loose up, so when it stops raining and dries out, I can touch it up. Our short ribs turned out good. We had that and baked potatoes and corn on the cob. I forgot to film earlier, but everything was good. I started cleaning my roof today. I started out trying to do it with a mop, but it just wouldn't do a good job. So I ended up with just a bucket and a soapy sponge. But I think it looks almost new, and I still got a lot to go. I could have done more today probably, but I ran out of want to. So I think that's enough for one day for somebody my age, play the age card. So there's still a lot to do, and then plus the other side. But I'm really pleased with the way that looks. Looks like it did when they put it on. It's Wednesday, so Larry's off to play hand and foot.
Bye.
Have fun.
I am.
Bye. So I don't have any more plans for the evening, so I'll just say good night. God bless.